Hello again, everybody. This is John with BestPriceNutrition.com. Today I'm going to talk to you guys about 7 Keto DHEA. It was recently mentioned on the Dr. Oz show, and that seems to create a lot of buzz every time he mentions something. It's something that's been in the industry for a while, and something those of us who are in it are pretty familiar with. But again, we've had a lot of questions flowing recently because it was on the Dr. Oz show. So I want to run through these questions with you guys, and hopefully I can answer them for you. So, what is 7 Keto DHEA? That's the biggest question we get, and basically what it is it's DHEA, it's a metabolite of DHEA. And DHEA is a hormone that our body makes. That's the base molecule for all of our steroid and sex hormones in both men and women. So it's what's used to make estrogen, testosterone, progesterone. Well, 7 Keto is a brand name actually. There's actually a long chemical name that goes with it. We're just going to call it 7 Keto because that's what everybody knows it as. But that's a metabolite of DHEA, but it doesn't have the pro-hormonal effects. It can't convert to estrogen or testosterone. So that's of interest to people, and pretty much what happens is once you reach the age of 30, your levels drop off. So the idea is, with a lot of the research that's been done, and there is some good evidence out there, is that if we take it exogenously, can we improve the effects that it would have endogenously if we were producing it when we were, say, under 30. So some of the research that's shown that it can burn fat via 2 mechanisms, which we'll get into, but it also has an ability to enhance immune effect. There was one study done up in Minneapolis. It was a double-blind placebo study, and basically what they found was it decreased a decreased level of immune suppressor cells and an increased level of immune helper cells. We're going to go into the details of that too much, but that was just to kind of say, hey, it does have other effects. Now, from a fat-burning standpoint, it works 2 ways. One is it's going to increase T3, thyroid hormone. Thyroid hormone is basically what's responsible for regulating your metabolism. Also, it has a thermogenic effect by increasing enzymes in your liver. Your liver has the ability to burn up fat, to lower, basically what they found with 7 Keto DHEA in some of these studies, and we'll run through them here real quick, is that via thermogenesis, which is basically the production of heat, you can build up these 3 liver enzymes, and the ones that it specifically affects are acetyl-CoA oxidase, malic enzyme, and glycerol-3 phosphate dehydrogenase. Basically what that's going to do is it's going to allow the liver to burn fatty acids for energy. So you can increase these levels. And one study found that it increased each of these enzymes, the acetyl-CoA oxidase 128%, malic enzyme 860%, and glycerol-3 phosphate dehydrogenase by 138%. And another double-blind placebo-controlled study on 30 overweight adults found that it showed a 6.3 decrease in body fat compared to 2.1 pounds for placebo. But the interesting thing is the 7 Keto group lost more body fat than the placebo group. Not just total weight. Of the weight they lost a greater percent of what they lost happened to be body fat. And they found that thyroid hormone was elevated in all these individuals, but there seemed to be no other side effects. So again, there's a 2-pronged way that it's helping burn fat. 1, increasing thyroid hormone, specifically T3, helps regulate your metabolism. 2, by increasing these 3 enzymes in your liver, which allow your liver to basically free up fats from their stored state so you can burn them for energy via thermogenesis, which is the production of heat. So that's the 2 effects there. And then, as we mentioned, it has an immune effect. Now, the other question we've been getting is, how much do I take? Pretty much what we're hearing, or basically going by, is the research is showing it's about 100 to 200 milligrams per day in divided doses. That would be 50 milligrams twice a day. That's what was recommended in the Dr. Oz show, or 100 milligrams twice a day. Now, there's going to be some variables there based on body weight and size, so it's usually a good idea. There's nothing dangerous here if you went on, with 100 milligrams twice a day, but it's usually a good idea to start at the 50 milligrams twice per day, start on the low end and see what kind of effects you can have from there. Another question we get is, do we think it works? Those of you who watched our videos before know that, our opinions are going to be based on human evidence. There is some good data here in terms of its ability to help burn fat in human beings. Now, there could always be more research to show more of it. More evidence is always a good thing. But in general, it seems like a very promising ingredient. It is included in other fat burners. Sometimes you'll find 7 Keto DHEA with stimulant-based fat burners. So, if you buy it, just make sure you know what you're taking, because sometimes you might have caffeine and stuff in there. And not that that's a bad thing, but sometimes people may take it that way and think, oh wow, I get energy from it. I really feel a lot more than I would otherwise if I took it by itself. So, make sure you read labels and ask yourself those questions. If you have any questions based on anything we said in the video, go ahead and post them in the comments section of the video or the blog. We're happy to answer those. Also, you can check us out at facebook.com/BestPriceNutrition. Thank you.